welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's my day off of work today and I thought I would take you along for what I get up to. It's been a while since I last filmed something for you, but since it's the new year, it's my day off, I wanted to film a little vlog and I'm hoping we can catch up a bit. I guess first off, I should say Happy New Year. I hope your year has been off to a good start, and if you've made any resolutions or goals for the new year, I hope those are all going really well for you. As for myself, I started off this new year thinking of all these goals I could make for myself, thinking of the goals I created for myself last year, and I even tried to film a sit-down video discussing them all. I may post it at some point, but I feel like I was really overwhelmed with all these ideas of goals I could make for the new year and then questioning if I had accomplished the goals I had set out for myself last year. And if there's anything I've learned from 2023, it's that progress and consistency is way better than striving for perfection or for actually accomplishing your goals completely. I don't know, I set some very high bars for myself. I feel like last year I made this big goal of wanting to finish my first novel and I didn't complete it, but I spent a lot of time stressing myself out over it and goals to write a lot more instead of just kind of trying to do things gradually. So I think this year I have goals in mind, but I'm going to be focused more on doing things consistently and just trying to get things done rather than making sure I meet a hard set deadline to get something done and then kind of disappointing myself if I don't meet it, because ultimately I do want to complete some big goals. I've got, 2 books in the works now and some other writing projects I want to do, and I've just got other creative things in mind for this year, things to do with YouTube, things to do with writing. But unlike last year, I don't want to hold myself to meeting this kind of end goal by a certain time or date. I just really want to focus on working more towards the things I want to accomplish, focus on making progress towards getting those things done or like getting there. I don't know if what I'm saying is making any sense, but that's kind of where I'm at. I sat down with my journals this morning to get some journaling in and to also start working on my progress trackers, which kind of ties into my little ramble you just heard a few minutes ago about striving more for progress than meeting a hard set goal. If you're new here, I have been working on 2 books. I have 2 romance novels in the works now. One I believe I am on my 3rd draft of, and I've also got my book I started in NaNoWriMo just a few months ago. If you're interested in any of that, I have vlogged both of those experiences and I will leave links down below if you want to learn more about them. Right off the top here, I guess a little writing update for you. I have not really written or done any creative writing since the end of NaNoWriMo in November. I've dabbled a bit here and there, done some brainstorming, thought about different plot points I could write out, added some things, but for writing where I've really sat down and put in the effort to write, it just hasn't happened. After NaNoWriMo ended, work just got super busy and it was like a race to the finish line for my time off in December, and then it was back into work. I've been getting back into routine and I just haven't made the time to sit down and write or really edit any videos recently, which I am kind of disappointed in myself, to be honest. I know during my break from work, I was really feeling a lot of guilt for not being more productive and writing more and editing videos and even just filming videos. Both of those things bring me a lot of joy, but I think I was just feeling so burnt out from doing the rush of NaNoWriMo and then just kind of working pretty long hours at work trying to get everything done before my break and just, I don't know, just feeling overwhelmed in general, not knowing how to manage my time and handle everything. But I guess heading into this new year, I'm really trying to make some more new routines for myself. And one of those things is to do my morning pages. I know that morning pages are a thing by like the Artist's Way book, or it's a book that I think talks about the morning pages. A friend mentioned them to me recently and I thought, why not give them a try? I do occasionally do the thing where I just journal before writing or just journal when I'm feeling especially anxious to get all my thoughts out onto the page, but recently I've really been trying to develop a routine where I write at least one page every morning just to get whatever thoughts are out on my mind to help myself out. And very recently, when I found myself feeling very stuck in kind of just that scrolling on my phone loop or sitting on my couch, not knowing what to do with myself, feeling overwhelmed with all the things I could possibly do, I've started keeping a little notebook of all my tasks that I have on my mind that I want to get done. And even if I don't get all my tasks done in a day, I often leave things off empty. I just come back to the page, or I start a new fresh page and just move the tasks over, and that's been helping me a lot. So yeah, that's kind of my update for what I've been up to in the meantime. I'm planning to get back on track with my writing and posting videos, editing, while trying to maintain a healthy life balance, because I definitely find sometimes when I'm focusing more on one thing, everything else just kind of tends to slide off my plate. And I've heard that's very normal for a lot of you out there as well. But yeah, just things I want to work on, things I want to do. And so on that topic, I have set the goal for myself to do 100 writing sessions this year. I know there's way more than 100 days in a year, but I figure it's better for me to be making gradual progress and to keep it as something I want to keep doing rather than just sort of waiting for these like challenges to come by, because I've definitely found that last year I made the most progress during the NaNoWriMos or the Camp NaNoWriMos, but I really want to focus on just making sure I'm putting in a consistent effort as all the weeks and months go by throughout the year. But yeah, I've made myself a little progress tracker. I've also made one for when I go and do my workouts. So the goal for both of those is to just do 100 workout classes and to also do 100 writing sessions, and I guess just kind of see where those take me, with the intention of writing to work towards finishing Project 2A. And don't worry, I am not going to stop working on my NaNoWriMo project that I started in November. I just realized that there are a lot of things I want to address in the novel, and I haven't taken the time to plan out what I want to happen. And if you watched my other NaNoWriMo vlogs, you will have seen that I started coming up with new characters towards the end of the month and the end of the writing sessions, and my first draft is not at all done, so I want to put some more time into planning that out. Also put more work into Project 2A so I can work towards finishing it this year. Let me know if you have any goals for the new year for yourself or anything you want to accomplish this year. I'd love to hear about it down in the comments below, and hopefully we can all cheer each other on with our goals for this year. But as for my plans for today, I have been waiting all week to go out and do this. During my break, I went to this stationery store in Kerrisdale and I discovered my new favorite pen. This really cute stubby little pen, and I tried to look for it online after discovering this one and it's sold out all over. So I'm hoping the store will still have some pens. I've just been loving it for doing my daily journal writing, for writing my list, just in general. It's just got a fun little click. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get one of these, grab myself some lunch, just shop around there in general, and also to get to use my brand new Gudetama Begu. I just got it in the mail this past week because it finally arrived. Last week we were having some really heavy snowstorms, just nothing was going anywhere, so my package got delayed, but it has finally arrived and it is so adorable. I'm going to pack this up and take it with me on my little outing today. I also ordered the Gudetama themed bagus to go with it. I would say Gudetama is probably my favorite Sanrio character, at least his design and his laziness. So I'm gonna pack up my bag and head out the door. It is absolutely pouring rain, but I've just been looking so forward to seeing if I can get another one of these pens. So I'm gonna go do that. I have made it to my destination. I'm giving myself a pat on the back because whenever I drive someplace new, it's always nerve-wracking for me, but I've made it. I've parked. It is pouring rain outside, but I'm gonna go get myself some lunch. I'm hoping to go to the Secret Garden Tea Company. I've always wanted to go and have some tea there, some lunch, enjoy myself because it is a super cute place. So I'm hoping I can get myself a table there, have some nice lunch. Also, the Vancouver Hot Chocolate Festival is happening right now. It is going until I think February 13th or 14th, and I know there is a hot chocolate vendor in the neighborhood. So I might go seek that out as well. Supposedly the hot chocolate they are featuring now is using like a white cocoa bean, which is very rare, or so it says on their website, so maybe I will go try that too. But for now, time to go venture out and get some lunch. Now I am once again back in my car. It's very wet out, so I didn't get as much footage as I would have liked, but I did try to take what I could on my phone. Unfortunately, my dream of going to the Secret Garden Tea Company for tea will have to wait another day. Got there and I found out that they were totally booked up with high teas, so there was no space for any walk-ins for lunch, which is okay. Just a little disappointing, but I still went and got myself some ramen anyways. Cold weather definitely makes it a warm soup kind of day, so that was really lovely, and I got to go grab my pens from the stationery store. I was going in there hoping to just get one more pen, but I figure I don't come here very often, if at all, so I got a couple more pens, and it's good to know I can buy the refills there when I need them. And despite the rain, I made one last stop to go get myself a hot chocolate from Gem Chocolates. I said earlier it's a white cocoa bean, but maybe I was mistaken and read that somewhere else. I don't know where I read it. It didn't say it on the sign. But this is the world's rarest hot chocolate. I got one for myself and one to bring home to my husband. But before I start driving home, and these will definitely get cold on the drive, I'm gonna try a sip with you now. It's actually really nice. Huh. By the looks of it, I thought it would be like a normal hot chocolate because it definitely looks like it. And admittedly, I did drink the whipped cream off of it when I first got it. But no, the flavor is really unique. I mean, obviously it tastes like a chocolate, but it's not very bitter, and it's like supposed to be a dark chocolate, I believe, and it's just very smooth tasting, very nice, and not too sweet. I could keep drinking this, but I should definitely start the drive home. I guess I would rate that 4 cocoa beans out of 5. Very, very good. Back at home now in my usual spot at my dining table. It's quite a few hours later. It's about 6 o'clock now. I got home and was just kind of unwinding a little bit, and I sat down to edit my last NaNoWriMo vlog. I know, we're almost at the end of January here and I'm still working on it. I'm just trying to get caught up. I do still also have a few videos I filmed last year that I just haven't gotten around to editing, so hopefully I'll get those edited at some point and you'll see them this year. It's been a process getting back into video editing, and while editing my NaNoWriMo vlog, I was reminded of the fact that I did not have my new office chair yet. I ended up buying it. My husband ended up getting it for me as a Christmas present, and I'm really grateful for it. It has made a really big difference when I sit at my desk. It is here. I am having a work from home day today because I was anticipating the delivery of my brand new office chair, and I'm so excited to open it up and get to use it for the rest of this work day. So now I will say goodbye to my old office chair. I got this one for free when someone was unfortunately closing down their office and just giving away furniture, so I took it. But now it is time to retire this chair and to bring on something new. So goodbye. Thank you for your service. This is also the situation I was dealing with. There is like no padding left behind in this old chair, so I was using this cushion with a towel on top. Lovely, I know, and a warm blanket to keep me warm while I work, but let's unwrap my new chair. Goodbye, old chair. Apologies for the mess over there. I am just going to try to unwrap this. And now for the grand reveal, baby. Ta-da! So fancy. I've even got a headrest. I don't know how to use it. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna take a few moments here to figure out how this works. I had to do some wrestling with the chair, but I think I have it set up the way I want it to be set up. I don't know. I've never had such a nice chair before. This ended up being a Christmas present from my husband, and I'm very grateful for him for getting me this chair. And now I'm going to sit back and enjoy using it for the rest of the workday. It already feels so much comfier than my previous chair. And hopefully this will also help for my writing sessions and video editing sessions. As I mentioned before, I struggle with a lot of neck and shoulder pain, so hopefully this chair only helps me improve things going forward. And yeah, I'm very glad I have it, and I guess back to work for me now. When I video edit, I tend to get like super focused and I kind of just forget about myself as a person with a body, and then I go through a long video editing session and then I'm usually in a bunch of pain because my previous chair did not provide the proper support to my back or my neck or my shoulders, but now I remind myself to sit back in the chair and relax so I'm not in so much pain. And yeah, hopefully that'll make a big difference, not being in physical pain from sitting at a desk for too long, especially in my free time. So yeah, hopefully I will get caught up on some stuff. And also editing that vlog and seeing the big emotional end to it, it's been quite funny because I've kind of forgotten what I said in those vlogs, but definitely with this last one and listening to myself talk, especially at the end, if you watch it, you will know what I mean. But it's a really good reminder for me to get back into writing, especially this year, continue to make progress, big or small progress, to continue to follow my dreams of writing and really just to be able to put a story out there. I think that's my biggest dream for myself, is to share the stuff that I write, and hopefully it has an effect on the people that read them. I think though that is going to be all for me for this evening. I may vlog a little bit more tomorrow because I am hoping to squeeze in a writing session, or at least a writing planning session tomorrow. We'll see. I'd also like to go try another hot chocolate. But that's all from me for today. I think for tonight, I'm just gonna be making some dinner. My husband and I are probably gonna play some Baldur's Gate. I guess that's another thing I have to update you on. If you are not interested in Baldur's Gate, please fast forward a little bit, but if you are, we finished our first playthrough, and I won't give any spoilers, but the ending that we got, I was really happy. I was kind of dreading ending our playthrough because I've been having so much fun and getting to know all the characters. My character romanced Shadowheart, and I just fell in love with her and all the other characters you meet along the way, and I was sad to say goodbye to them. I didn't want to say goodbye. I didn't know if the ending would leave me feeling satisfied. I don't know if anyone else has played Dragon Age or any of these other like RPG adventure games where you dedicate a lot of hours, you get to make a lot of friends, you maybe fall in love, and then the ending just doesn't leave you satisfied. If you played Dragon Age 1 and you romanced Alistair and you did not play as a human noble, maybe you know what I mean. But I can report that the ending left me feeling very happy and very satisfied, and my heart felt so warm and fuzzy and fulfilled, and I am so happy about it. If you have recently finished a playthrough of Baldur's Gate, let me know how it ended up for you, but maybe tag your spoilers, and if you want to know how my game ended up, leave me a comment down below and I will respond to you, because I just don't want to spoil it for anyone who is still in the middle of their playthrough. But yeah, we've already started our second playthrough. This time round I am playing as a halfling paladin, and it's been a lot of fun, and my husband is playing as a monk, and it's really been fun seeing that gameplay as well. That's all for me. I will check in with you again later. Good morning, happy Sunday. I just got back from a little grocery store run, so I have all my groceries ready for the week. I'm gonna be prepping them later this afternoon, so we've got food to eat for the week. But for now, I'm just gonna sit down, do a little bit more video editing here. The plan for today is to go out and I wanna try another hot chocolate from the Vancouver Hot Chocolate Festival. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but it is a festival that happens every year in Vancouver, and it kind of runs from, I wanna say like, kind of the last half of January to around Valentine's Day. I'll put a link down below if you're also from Vancouver and you are not aware of the festival, but basically a whole bunch of cafes around the city come up with different hot chocolate flavors and you get to try them, and it's a lot of fun. I love trying new drinks, especially really interesting flavors. I've tried a couple so far and I'll pop a few photos up around here. Yesterday's was definitely special. My husband had his and he also agreed that he hasn't had a chocolate that tasted like that before. This place called the Federal Store. It's kind of like a general store combined with a cafe. I've been there a couple times before. I even had their hot chocolate there last year as well. Yeah, so I'm hoping we'll get out there today. A couple more errands to run, probably some more video editing, and then I am hoping to sit down and do a planning session, maybe even a little bit of writing, just to get the ball rolling a little bit. I was thinking about it more, and I think anything that contributes to writing or the progress of my novels, I'm going to count as a writing session, so maybe that'll happen today. But for now, I'm gonna squeeze in a little bit more video editing because I do want to get out this last NaNoWriMo vlog pretty soon, and then on to my day. It is a couple hours later. I'm back home now. The hot chocolate was very delicious. We planned on getting it to go, but they ended up putting it in for here cups, so we just had a seat outside. But it all worked out because it had stopped raining and it was really nice kind of getting to drink it out of a glass cup instead of just paper to-go cups. I was too shy to talk to the camera in front of a bunch of other people. It was very busy there. But the hot chocolate was really delicious. It was like a miso whiskey chocolate flavor, so you get the salty and the sweet, and it was just really lovely with a homemade marshmallow. And now that I'm back home, I've just spent the last however many hours finishing up the NaNoWriMo vlog. I believe it is almost done, but I've kind of reached the point in editing where I'm getting tired of hearing my own voice and seeing the same clips over and over again. So I am taking a break, and I think this is actually where I'm gonna end off the vlog here. Just gonna spend the rest of my Sunday getting ready for the week, prepping food, relaxing, probably playing some more Baldur's Gate, and if I can, I will finish up the rest of the video. So I hope you enjoyed watching this little vlog. I hope I was able to get you kind of caught up on what's been happening with me. I think tonight, definitely during my relaxing time, I'm going to do some planning for the writing that I want to do in the upcoming days or for this week, and I'm sure I will go into more detail with you in a future video once I get more of a handle on what I'm doing. But yeah, this is kind of everything that's been going on with me. Thanks for coming along with me this weekend, kind of just tagging along, seeing what I've been up to. I hope it was somewhat entertaining for you. More writing vlogs to come soon, I'm sure, and yeah, let me know how your 2024 is going so far down in the comments below if you'd like to. And if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you left me a like, because it lets me know that you liked it. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to be notified of when I post next. And that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, for spending some time with me, and I will see you again when I see you. Bye!